I wanted to real quickly just go over the district curriculum maps. We spent a lot of time, kind of reached a plateau where we've got something posted. And the next step is, of course, to make sure everything's quality and the level that we need it to be, so we can have good conversations and move past planning to figuring out how to help kids who don't master what they should. That being said, you can go to the district website. Under the district website, you can see curriculum. This just gives you a public end. Really, it's just the state standards. If you come to the staff side, you can go to curriculum maps. The curriculum maps, if you run into the password here, it is Spartan123, all lowercase, no spaces. For my team, that's always the password. The first thing you'll see is some links right here. These are 3 different ways to access the standards. The next big piece that I want you to notice is the teacher curriculum maps. Click on the ones that apply to you. See if it's the most recent. If not, send us what you've got and we will upload and pull out the other ones. There's just one place we make sure everything is current. And then the last thing are some tools buried at the bottom that we're going to talk about. So the first thing is the standards. If you go and you check it out, you can come over here. This will give you grade level standards booklets by content, by grade level. My favorite, if you get in there, you'll see these. My preferred way is this one, the simplified versions. That's what I like. It works well for me. I can come in and I can really dial in, filter in pretty quickly, and I like it because it highlights very quickly the evidence outcomes. For those of you that spent a lot of time on unpacking the standards of the last 6 years, this format will look pretty clear to you. It is one of the places you can grab information as you make a curriculum map here. So you have a couple different ways you can look at the standards. Next thing you want to do is you want to dial in and you actually want to look. Here's grade 7 math. So this is more of an annual curriculum map, which is required. You've got a K-12 sequence of sorts. And then once you get through that, you're into unit plans. This is one of the sources for improving your curriculum map. For many of you, you can just take this and it'll be 90% there. There's not much work to be done because you've done so much already. So you've got the state standards. You've got your curriculum maps as we understand them now. The last thing is if you want to make an annual map, which you'll need to do, you go to the curriculum scope and sequence here. What's the unit, the month, the concept to be mastered, and how are you going to figure out if the kids mastered it? These are the things that you want every single kid to get before they move on. So you will cover far more in your class than what is mapped out here, but these are the things for all kids that they must get while with you. The next tool you'll see is this curriculum map template. When you come here, this is really nice because if you've ever done this before, you know there's so much cutting and pasting from kind of the bureaucratic language. These will come pre-populated. They will turn out like this. The first page is a cover page of the entire 7th grade mathematics or whatever it is. Here is pulled in your grade level expectations for you with the standard and what at 7th grade math needs to happen. And here's the fancy code, the mathematics 2010 standards, grade 7, standard 1, grade level expectation 1. So that is an overview, and right here are the blanks. You'll start filling what's your unit, how you're going to make those key pieces happen in your world. And the next 2 pages, there's a front and a back side, a 2-page layout for each unit. This right here you can pull off your essential questions. This would come off your annual map. This now begins what matters to a lot of teachers. This gets into the evidence outcomes. This is the big picture evidence outcomes on the factual side and the conceptual. This is really evidence outcomes because this is what can my kids know and do. The last thing is here, we've talked about vocabulary. I would ask that you just put some of the key terms that apply to that learning unit. So again, cover page, it mentions the units that you're going to use to cover that over across a year or a semester. And then each unit gets a front and a backside description. That's the template. that you need to fill in. This is the template for an annual. However, you can go and pull from here as one source to fill that template. And the state has also created a bunch of samples as well that we can look at. See if I've got one pulled up. Here's 7th grade math. Again, the same piece, but it's actually populated. And here's examples of what could be put into those pieces so that you're not lost. You have 2 places you can pull from to populate your curriculum template. You must come to one of the training sessions with me for an hour and a half in order to get a clear understanding of expectations before you could apply for the $50 and complete the curriculum map. All 150 curriculum maps for our district will be done by August 1st of next year. So if you're not able to get to it, someone else will probably have to step in to make that happen. So I am excited hopefully to see some of you guys. You can always register for the next event under staff, professional development. Here is the next January 31st. Register here. If you've already done it, please fill out evaluations. Thank you.